For centuries, people in Europe have been trying to tame their rivers by building thousands of giant dams. These massive concrete structures, some over 100 years old, were once seen as symbols of progress and power. They generated electricity, protected against floods, and fueled industrial growth. But this came at a heavy cost. The dams disrupted the natural rhythms of the rivers, damaging delicate ecosystems and threatening the survival of migratory fish like salmon. As these aging dams reached the end of their useful life, they became dangerous hazards. But now, a quiet revolution is underway across Europe, a movement to tear down these dams and restore the free-flowing nature of the rivers. One incredible story of transformation unfolded on Finland's Hitolanioki River, a 53-kilometer waterway that flows into the vast Lake Ladoga. For over a century, this precious ecosystem had faced severe disruption from several major dams: Kangaskoski, Lanasinkoski, and Ridikoski. These barriers fragmented the river's flow, creating impassable obstacles for salmon trying to reach their upstream spawning grounds. The consequences went far beyond just the salmon. These dams altered water levels, sediment flow, and fragmented the habitats of countless other species that depended on the river's natural connectivity. In the late 1990s, the tide began to turn as smaller dams on the Russian side were removed, and the reappearance of salmon below the Kangaskoski Dam inspired a local movement to restore the Hitolanioki. After over a decade of legal battles, a breakthrough decision was made. The hydropower companies would sell their dams and plants, paving the way for Finland's most ambitious river restoration project yet. Between 2017 and 2019, the 3 aging hydropower plants were acquired, setting the stage for their monumental removal. In September 2021, the first chapter of this transformation unfolded with the demolition of the Kangaskoski Dam. It was thrilling to see. Within just a few weeks, salmon spawning nests started dotting the newly opened river section. A year later, in July 2022, the largest dam, Lanasinkoski, was also taken down. The final chapter centered on the Ridikoski Dam, a 4-meter-high barrier built in 1921 that was the furthest upstream obstacle. In August 2023, a carefully planned 4-month process began to dismantle this dam and restore the surrounding rapids at a cost of around 750,000 euros, thanks to generous public and private donors. While the Ridikoski Dam's removal coincided with the autumn 2023 salmon spawning season, making immediate observations challenging, the results further downstream have been incredibly promising. Surveys in September 2023 revealed a remarkable density of over 200 young salmon per 100 square meters at the Kangaskoski site, a true testament to the river's remarkable recovery. But how exactly do engineers tackle the daunting task of taking down these massive concrete and steel structures? It's a complex process that requires meticulous planning and consideration of the unique conditions of each dam. Engineers approach each project as a unique puzzle, studying the structure's age, size, and the specific landscape around it. Their goal is not just to remove the concrete, but also to carefully manage the vast amounts of sediment that have built up behind the dam over the years. They use different strategies, from the notch and release approach that allows water to escape gradually, to the rapid release method that involves a sudden, powerful torrent of water and sediment. These dam removal projects can be incredibly expensive, with the average cost of taking down a 10-meter-high dam estimated at $6.2 million. But the ecological rewards can be immense, as shown by the transformation of the Hitolanioki River and many other waterways across Europe. In 2022, a record-breaking 325 dams and weirs were dismantled, revitalizing these crucial freshwater lifelines. Spain, Sweden, and France led the way, with even newcomers like Latvia and Luxembourg getting involved. The majority of these were smaller weirs, but their removal has had a significant impact on river flow and ecosystem restoration. These efforts are vital, as restoring free-flowing rivers helps reverse the alarming loss of biodiversity, one of the top threats to our world. One inspiring story comes from war-torn Ukraine, where even amidst hardship, the 120-year-old Biodiversity Dam on the Pirkalaba River was removed, opening 27 kilometers of habitat for endangered species like the Danube salmon. The return of thriving fish populations could even create a new biodiversity hotspot in the Carpathians. Across Europe, projects like these are unlocking kilometers of rivers, reconnecting habitats, and revitalizing these vital ecosystems. In total, at least 832 kilometers of river pathways were reconnected in 2022. A remarkable achievement. While hydropower remains an important renewable energy source, many dams are reaching the end of their lifespan, and Europe alone has around 150,000 obsolete structures. The transformation we're witnessing is just the beginning of a dam removal revolution, as communities and organizations come together to restore the natural flow and vitality of our rivers. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and a deep respect for the delicate balance of our aquatic ecosystems. In Finland, the Hitalanjoki River is a shining example of what's possible. After over a century of disruption, the river is slowly regaining its natural rhythm. Salmon are once again making their epic migrations upstream, and other native species are returning to reclaim their rightful place. It's a powerful reminder that by working in harmony with nature, we can undo the damage of the past and revive these precious waterways. These efforts to revive our rivers are not just about restoring the natural environment. They're about reconnecting communities to the lifeblood of their landscapes. Free-flowing rivers provide invaluable services, from flood control to recreation, that improve people's lives in tangible ways. And by removing barriers, we're opening up new opportunities for sustainable economic development that's in balance with the river's ecosystem. The restoration of the Hitalanjoki has inspired local residents to take pride in their natural heritage and become stewards of the river's future. Community groups have organized riverside cleanups and educational initiatives to further the river's recovery. These river revival projects also have the potential to boost local tourism and ecotourism. With the return of salmon and other iconic species, the Hitalanjoki and other revitalized rivers are becoming magnets for nature lovers, anglers, and outdoor enthusiasts. This influx of visitors can provide economic opportunities for small businesses and communities, while also fostering a deeper appreciation for the importance of healthy, free-flowing rivers. The dam removal revolution unfolding across Europe is part of a broader global movement to rethink our relationship with water. From the United States to Chile, communities are coming together to tear down outdated dams and weirs and to reimagine how we can live in harmony with our rivers. It's a hopeful story of what's possible when we put the needs of nature first. If you found this video inspiring, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. There are so many more stories of environmental restoration and river revitalization that we'll be exploring in the months and years to come. By sharing these successes, we can inspire others to join the movement and help write the next chapter in the ongoing struggle to protect and restore our precious waterways.